What's going on, my trainer club? Today we are going to check out the top tips to go over the Johto event celebration in Pokemon Go, so you know exactly what to do to max out on one of my favorite bonuses in Pokemon Go. So welcome to the trainer club. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, how did you guys do on the Johto Celebration in Pokemon Go? Did you guys get the shiny Venonat? Did you pull any other celebration shinies as well? I'm excited to hear everything that you guys did in Pokemon Go. So today what we're gonna go over is all of the information as far as the Sinnoh event. We're gonna cover the information, then we're gonna go over my top tips. But before we get into it, we just hit 100,000 subscribers. So I really appreciate all you guys being here, being a part of the trainer club. You can now get my gear in the shop. It is a heavy discount right now. So I'm bringing back the lavender hoodie, the mint hoodie, my camo hoodies, and I have new designs going up there right now that you guys can see up here right now. So head on over to thetrainerclub.com, no www, to make sure to take you to my website where you can get these gears. I do ship internationally all over the world, so it's going to be available for a total of 5 days. They are all going to be pre-ordered, and then after those 5 days, this design is going down. So if you do want to participate, my gear is always high quality. I've done a lot of testing on a bunch of different clothes, and this is my favorite clothing to wear. The fit and everything is on point, so that is where you're gonna get at thetrainerclub.com. I hope you guys participate, and if you don't, I appreciate you guys being here anyway. So now we have the Johto taking over for the Johto, which is gonna start on Friday at 1 p.m. and it's gonna go for a week. It's gonna be local time, so wherever 1 p.m. is for you, which is different than the raid bosses right now. The raid bosses are going to correlate with the GMT 7 time that we talked about. So as far as the bonuses go, we have 2 times catch Stardust, and we also have 2 times raid Stardust. So star pieces are gonna be heavily involved in my tips. If you guys cannot already guess it, I'm gonna make sure you guys max out completely on all of the tips. We're gonna go over Go Battle League as well. We have all Johto Pokemon that are gonna be taking over the raid system. If you guys do want to check out any of the raid Pokemon, you definitely go to Leak Duck's Instagram or his website. He's got an amazing list of all of the raid bosses, which we're not gonna cover, but you guys can check out what they are over here. Additionally, we have Pikachu taking over for the Charizard hat, switching over to the Umbreon hat, which does have a shiny potential. Very cute. I actually like these hats, and especially since we can now mass transfer, it's a great thing for us to do. And one more thing we want to cover is we do have the shiny potential, which is gonna be Dunsparce, which is gonna be red on the face and the accents instead of the blue. I really like this shiny. Very excited to get after it. And then we also have field research that's going to include Johto Pokemon, as well as eggs, 7 kilometers, that are going to include a 9 Pokemon pool of Johto Pokemon that have a decent amount of shiny potentials, which we will check out in one of my tips. And then also, as far as the shinies, they do mention that Skarmory is going to be one of the shinies that is featured. So Skarmory, shiny potential, great in PvP. If you guys haven't played against it in Go Battle League, it does work. It's tanky. It's going to be good for your gameplay if you guys are starting out, or even for the people that have been with it for a while and are looking for better IVs. So we're going to go over all that, starting with my tips, which is going to start right now. So we're gonna start off with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is going to deal with Stardust. Obviously, this is going to be the biggest thing ever in the game, Stardust. I really recommend that you guys take full advantage of this. So as far as your star pieces, if you're grinding hard, it's definitely gonna be a great thing to do. Anything weather boosted is gonna give you more Stardust. Anything 2nd and 3rd tier evolution is gonna give you more Stardust. And if you have been stacking up all of your research tasks, this is gonna be a great time just to catch them. I know that it would be definitely more beneficial if you catch these research tasks on 3 times Stardust, but like I said, these tasks always come back. There's always a 2nd and 3rd tier evolution in all of the research, and plus we have 2 more weeks after this week to then start stacking up on more research, and there's probably going to be at least minimum guaranteed a 2 second evolution Pokemon, maybe even a 3rd, since we've already seen Butterfree come through in the 1st. So catch through all your stack on a star piece. Also, what I would suggest, anytime you hit your bonuses for the day, the first part of the day, I would suggest not just going in and catching a random Pokemon. I would very strategically go after this and go after it with a star piece on and grind for 30 minutes afterward at a minimum, which is going to take 7 star pieces over the week, because if you combine that with all the play, and then you can raid in there as well, which is going to double up on the Stardust, and then you put the star piece on, it's really going to help your gameplay. But catching anything 2nd evolution and 3rd evolution in the wild, for example, there was a Beedrill the other day on a star piece with double Stardust and a star piece on, is going to be very, very lucrative for you. So I cannot stress the Stardust combination as much as I can right now, so definitely do that, which is going to lead us to tip number 2. Tip number 2 is going to be dealing with the research tasks. So all the research tasks have been leaked, so there are a couple that I'm going to recommend that you don't stack if you're going to claim all of them. Like I said in tip number 1, I told you guys to claim all of your research rewards, so I would keep that consistent because the 3 times catch Stardust for the community day probably will not come for a little while. So we might as well catch as many as we can during this time, and then we'll start saving up in weeks 3 and 4 to be able to get more of those research going forward to start collecting for the community day, which could probably be in like 2 or 3 months to be able to have 3 times Stardust. So it's not worth saving in my opinion right now. But if you don't really do this and you already have some Butterfrees stacked up and you're not really like a typical big task person, then maybe you can save those. But the Butterfrees are going to be very lucrative on a star piece, like we said in tip number 1. So the research is catch 3 fire type Pokemon for a Quilava with 100% IV of 708. This is going to be a second evolution Pokemon, so you're definitely going to want to catch this and do these tasks as much as possible. And then we have catch 3 normal type Pokemon, which is going to be a Dunsparce, 100% IV 724 with a shiny potential now. And then we have make 3 curveball throws in a row for a Noctowl, 100% IV 867, which is a second tier evolution Pokemon. Great Pokemon for PvP as well, but it's going to help you with your Stardust. Then we have use 5 berries to help catch Pokemon, which is going to be a Pineco, 100% IV 475 with a shiny potential. And then we have hatch an egg, which is going to be a Phanpy, 100% IV 517. And then we have earn a heart with your buddy for a Bayleaf, 100% IV is going to be 623. This is a second tier evolution Pokemon. There is great second tier evolution Pokemon tasks to help you max out on Stardust. And then we have play with your buddy, which is going to be a Totodile, 485, 100% IV with a shiny potential. And then we have trade a Pokemon, which is going to be an Apom, 578, 100% IV with a shiny potential. So the catch 3 fire type Pokemon, make 3 curveball throws, and earn a heart with your buddy. However that heart is earned, super easy to do, are going to be the premier tasks to get you the most Stardust, especially during the boosted 2 times catch Stardust during this time. Which is going to lead us to tip number 3. Tip number 3 is going to be in the Go Battle League as far as what Pokemon in this are going to be relevant. So as far as these Pokemon go, we're going to check out all of the Pokemon that are going to be relevant, at least from what I can see, as far as what the spawns are. I know there's a lot of Pokemon to cover, but this is going to be what I recommend you guys hunt out, so let's check them all out right now. Starting off, we have the Megadium with Vine Whip, Frenzy Plant, Earthquake, rank 21. It is going to be a 0, 10, 15 at the Great League level for 100% IV, and then in the Ultra League, it's going to be ranked 22 with the same thing, all 100% IVs maxed out, 15, 15, 15, that can get buddy boosted to level 41. Next, we're going to check out Typhlosion. In the Great League, it's going to be ranked 63 with Shadow Claw, Blast Burn, and Solar Beam. Remember, all these guys need to be saved to be evolved in December. I don't think that using an Elite TM are going to be worth it. In the Great League, it's going to be a 0, 15, 13, and then in the Ultra League, it's going to be ranked 34 with the same moveset at a level 35 with 0, 13, 15. Then if we go on to Feraligatr in the Great League is going to be 153, Waterfall, Hydro Cannon, and Crunch. 100% IV is going to be 0, 11, 13. And then in the Ultra League, it's going to be ranked 94 with Ice Fang, Hydro Cannon, and Crunch. And it's going to be a level 35.5 at a 1, 15, 14. Then we're going to check out the Ampharos in the Ultra League. It is not in the top 100, but it's ranked 129 with Volt Switch, Thunder Punch, and Focus Blast. 100% IV is going to be 0, 13, 15. Next, we're going to have Skarmory. In the Great League, it's going to be ranked 28 with Air Slash, Sky Attack, and Flash Cannon. 100% IV is going to be 0, 15, 14 at level 27.5. And in the Ultra League, it's going to be ranked 81 with Air Slash, Sky Attack, and Flash Cannon. 100% IVs maxed out, 15, 15, 15, and buddy boosted as well. As far as the Fortress, it's going to be ranked 128 in Great League from the Pineco. Bug Bite, Earthquake, and Mirror Shot, 100% IV 0, 9, 15. And then in the Ultra League, it's going to be ranked 120. Bug Bite, Earthquake, and Mirror Shot, same moveset. 100% IVs maxed out, 15s. And you can buddy boost it as well. Then we have Noctowl as well. Wing Attack, Sky Attack, Psychic, rank 35 at a level 28.5 at a 1, 15, 14 for the 100% IV. And then if we go to the Lantern, we have Spark, Thunderbolt, and Hydro Pump in the Great League, ranked 47, 0, 13, 14, 100% IV. And finally, the king of all kings, we have Marill, is going to be Azumarill with Bubble, Ice Beam, and Hydro Pump, ranked 2 at 8, 15, 15. But remember, you can get this buddy boosted. 100% IV on that is going to be 7, 15, 13, all the way to level 41. So that's going to do it. Make sure to get out there. If any Pokemon spark your interest, that you're like curious, pvpoke.com, great utilization of resources. And then if you want to check your IVs, you can either use the Poke Genie, or you can also go to gostadium.club, click on the hamburgers in the top right, and use the IV section. Which is going to lead us to tip number 4. Tip number 4 is going to be probably not go gung-ho on the eggs. Once again, I'm going to give you all the 100% IVs to correlate on this. However, there are going to be really lucrative eggs coming that don't spawn in the wild in the next week. So make sure to save up on your incubators if you're limited. If you're not and you want to go gung-ho, go gung-ho. I mean, you're hatching right now, but we're not getting double hatch Stardust as well, so be careful on that. But as far as the eggs go, we do have Chinchou, shiny potential. Yanma, shiny potential. Girafarig does not. We have Pineco. We have the new Dunsparce. We have the Gligar, all have shiny potentials. We have the Shuckle and the Skarmory, which have shiny potentials. And then as far as the Fampi, it does not have a shiny potential. I can't wait for that potential to come out in the near future. The Chinchou 100% IV from the egg level 20 is going to be 639. The Yanma 100% IV is going to be 840 level 20. The Girafarig is going to be 1169. The Pineco is going to be 100% IV at 633. The Dunsparce is going to be 965. The Gligar is going to be 1061. The Shuckle is going to be 231. The Skarmory is going to be 1204. However, for Skarmory, you're definitely going to have to catch it in the wild or trade it down to be able to get the ideal PvP IVs. And then the Fampi is going to be 689. So those are going to be all the 100% IVs that we can get from the egg levels. So if you do want to hatch, you definitely can hatch. But like I said, it's cool, just not the biggest priority of the event. The priority here is more towards the Stardust, as I have recommended in my most important tip number 1, which is going to lead me to tip number 5. Tip number 5 is going to be make sure to hunt the Giratina altered form as much as possible. This Pokemon has been out a lot. It has a shiny potential. It's a beast in the Master and the Ultra League, so definitely something to get. You're going to have to get it and then trade it down to be ideal. Preferably with Ultra Friends. Anything under that is going to start getting higher in the Stardust cost. So I'd prefer 1600 or the 800 for the best friends. The better thing about the Ultra Friends is you can drop the attack down a little bit lower, so it has a little bit more potential to be a better Pokemon. But this Pokemon at some point I think is going to start phasing out. The origin form probably is going to take its place, hopefully at some point or another. I can't wait to see that Pokemon come out with the shiny potential. Same color scheme, super amazing. I love this color scheme. So you're definitely going to want to raid this Pokemon, catch as many as you can, try to get the IVs you want. 100% IV, 15, 15, 15, 1931. If you guys do want to check out my complete counter guide, you can check it out up here, or you can check out any of my social medias for the graphic. So that's what is going on today, guys. Make sure to get after it. Make sure to go and get as many of these Pokemon as you possibly can. Pine up any Johto Pokemon that you need, because similar to the Kanto Pokemon, they are going to be phasing out at some point or another. Make sure to try to get that Dunsparce shiny potential, because Dunsparce is a rare Pokemon when this event is not going on. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for participating in the 100,000 journey. I am so grateful. I have an event exclusive video for the 100,000 coming out for you guys soon, but we have a ton of stuff going on, so I can't announce it yet because the information is more important than the milestone for me. So thank you guys for being here, all my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody who takes their support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I can't wait to see you guys out on that next video. Peace! I just want to take a moment and sincerely thank all of my Patreon members, everybody that has taken their subscription to the next level and chosen to support me on this platform. I greatly appreciate you guys. As a growing channel and really trying to grow and improve as much as I possibly can, I really appreciate the extra support. You guys mean the absolute world to me. I cannot wait to connect with you soon, and I appreciate you guys all for being a part of the Trainer Club. I will see you guys out on the next video.